Hello everyone, it's Gina from orchidandopal.com, and I'm back with some products from Beebeecraft.com for the month of December. If you're new here, I want to give you a warm welcome. Every month I come back and I share some products that I've picked out from Beebeecraft. They're an online craft and jewelry supply store, and I share them with you so you can get an up-close look at what they look like and we can kind of get our first impressions. I have a coupon code, it's Opal5, and that will save you $5 off your purchase of $40 or more. And they have free international shipping on orders over $25. So that's really great. Just allow 2 to 3 weeks for delivery, I usually say, just to be on the safe side, depending on where you're located and what you're trying to get your hands on. Not to mention right now, shipping is so crazy anyway. So I've got some fun products. I've picked out some different things to share, and I haven't taken a close-up look at any of these things yet myself, so we'll do that together. The first thing I have in this bag is supposed to be a little collection of 5 pieces of imitation Austrian crystal, so Swarovski, pointed back, faceted drop cabochons. So 5 pieces, and it says that the price today on these is $6.23. So we're talking a little bit over $1 per stone. I'll take these out in just a second. And then I wanted to compare them to these. And inside of this package, there's supposed to be 50 stones of the same size as these, but it's $9 and some change for 50 of these. Now I know they're not all different colors. These are all the same color. But I just want to compare and see if there's any difference to the naked eye, because that's kind of a big price difference percentage-wise to the same shape and size of stone. So first, let's take these out. And this is what we see. They are gorgeous. They're very sparkly, and I can see why these would be a little bit more pricey compared to some of the Chinese crystal cabochons and stones that I've seen. There's some slight variations inside the color, so you're not just getting a flat crystal color. Are they exactly on par with what I know Swarovski looks and feels like up close? No, but you know, they're still very beautiful, and the price is still a lot cheaper than what Swarovski would charge. So keep that in mind. Also, there's these stripes that are going, I don't know if you can see, there's like a stripe going up the center. So that's kind of interesting. I guess it's intentional. And I guess part of the way that they get the colors to do that, but the Swarovski stones don't have that. So I don't know, to me, that's kind of a dead giveaway that you're not getting a genuine product. And then when you look at the back enameling, you know, it's not bad at all, but it's not as perfect and as thick as Swarovski, but still beautiful, still things I would be very happy to use. I'm just trying to give you a honest compare and contrast about what I know about the 2 different products and handling them both how they feel. You can really see the stripe going down the center of that one. So these are the more pricey stones. Again, like I said, 5 pieces for $6-ish, not bad. But then in this package, you can get 50 of the same size for $9-ish. And these look beautiful as well, just without even taking them out of the plastic yet. And here's a little handful for you of these. You can see these are gorgeous too. They're extremely sparkly. They are advertised to have that AB coating that you can see. They're not just a flat color. The color advertised that I'm showing you is called Dark Salmon. And I gotta say, for 50 pieces of these, that's a really great deal. I've been looking to see more and more what kind of crystals they've been getting in, and slowly but surely they've been getting in some Rivolis and Chaton stones, things that could kind of rival Swarovski a little bit in terms of a lesser expensive knockoff. These are something I would be happy to use as well. Here's a look at the back. You can see that the back of these is a silver tone as opposed to the gold on the other stones. And here's a look at them just kind of side by side. And we're talking about $1.25 for each of these and only like 18 cents for each of these. So why there's such a difference in the price, I don't know. The price on these is not bad. It's just that this pack of 50 is so much cheaper, and that could be because these are sold in more of a bulk pack where you're just getting the same color. But that's why I like doing these videos, so I can show you those types of things up close if you've been considering any of these items. And before I forget, I do leave the links to all these products right down below the video, as well as that coupon code, so you can be taken directly to each of the products that I'm showcasing today. So beautiful stones, I'd be happy to use any of these. And I hope that Beebeecraft continues to get more stones like this, especially because I've heard some rumors of some uncertainty when it comes to Swarovski crystal and the future of their bead and stone business. All right, now getting into some chain. I picked up the stainless steel chain just like this in the silver tone last month, I believe. And this time I got it in the gold. This is also 304 stainless steel. These are cable chains. There's 20 of these inside of the case. They're all 18 inches long, and it's only $10.19 for all 20 strands. Also, they each come with their own clasp, so they're pretty much ready to go if you just wanted to string on a pendant or something like that. All right, so just like the silver tone, these come in 2 packs, which I really like. They are separated so that they haven't gotten tangled. They don't just come in a balled up mass of chain. They are hanging from these packages, 10 strands each, and I'll take some of them out. And it's very beautiful. I wouldn't say this is the most brassy gold I've ever seen. It's not what I would consider a light gold per se, but it's kind of in the middle, which is a good thing. It could kind of lend itself to a lot of different tones of gold. It's not leaning so much one way or the other. And the reason I wanted to pick up the stainless steel is because it shouldn't change color. It should be holding that gold tone a lot better than, say, a gold-plated brass. So we'll see how that does over time. I don't know with taking these out of the package for the very first time and just looking at them how they'll perform. But I can say, based on my first impression, they do look like very nice chain. And there you can see on the end how they have the lobster clasps already in place on one side, and then there is a ring on the other. So it makes it really easy to just put on a pendant and have an instant necklace. And then speaking of instant necklaces and pendants, my next 3 items are similar to that too. What I'm holding here is 100 strands of waxed cotton cord necklaces with the lobster clasp and iron ends in place. It says they're mixed color. The diameter of the cord is 1.5 millimeter, and these are 18 inches long approximately with a little extender chain. So as you can see, there's all different colors inside this package, and I do believe the colors are going to vary. It says due to stock variety, the colors may vary, so you may get a slightly different mix. For example, online it shows, I believe, like 8 different colors or 9 different colors, including black and gray, and I don't see those in here. There's also a purple one that's shown online. I don't see that one either. So it's truly an assortment, but it's only $10.99 for 100 of these strands with the hardware already in place, making these really easy to throw on a pendant. And I'm thinking they could be interchangeable too. So if you wanted to have a pink cord one day and a green cord another day, you could swap them out if you wanted to. I think they're really cute too, especially for spring and summertime with those bright colors. So let's take some of these out and get a closer look. They have this side banded together, which is good. They aren't tangled up or anything. So here's a look at the side with the lobster claw clasps. I do wish these were a stainless steel, but for the price, you really can't beat that. It just says that the metal is an iron alloy. And then here's a look at the other end. You can see these extender chains that are coming off the end of the cord, so you get a nice segment of that, making these a little bit more adjustable. And I'll just spread some of these out for you so you can see some of the different colors I received. Lots of different colors. I'm seeing green, orange, pink, blue, turquoise, red, yellow, brown, also some of the salmon color. So a good variety. I would have liked to have seen some of the purple and black mixed in here as well, but that's the name of the game with these assortments. You don't know exactly what you're gonna get. So this is just an example of what you might see if you purchase a pack like this of 100 strands. But the cord, it's not sticky or anything, and it actually feels very sturdy. It feels thick enough where it will hold up to a pretty hefty pendant, but it's also very flexible. It's not really stiff or gummy feeling, but you can definitely tell that it's got kind of that coating, which means that the cord will stay intact a lot better. It won't fray and whatnot. And it's very smooth, so it should be pretty comfortable to wear. And then next I have this very hefty bag. This contains 100 strands of black cord. This contains organza ribbon and also I think some wax cord as well. We'll just have to see. So 100 strands, this was only $13.69 for all of those. And just like we saw in the waxed cord in those different colors, these come with a lobster clasp as well as an extender chain, and they're approximately 18 inches long. It's hard to tell from the bag, so let's open this up and take a closer look at this product. All right, so they have come very well packaged. Like, they are not all tangled up. Here's a look at the end where you can see all those extender chains hanging off, just like we saw with the waxed cord strands. And here is the side with the lobster claw clasps intact. And then I'll pick one up. And that's really cool. So these actually have 3 strands of a thinner waxed cotton cord, plus they have a 6mm inch wide organza ribbon, which is really pretty. So here's a look at the full thing. Just imagine that with a beaded pendant hanging off the bottom. I like how the organza ribbon kind of softens the look of the cord. Cord can be pretty casual looking depending on what you do with it, but that organza ribbon just kind of adds more of a, I guess, feminine touch or softer touch to that. And what a great price for all of these strands. That is really good. So clearly I will have enough of these cords to share with some of my patron buddies. And then I couldn't resist getting them in the colors as well. So these 2 packages, I'm guessing they're 50 strands in each, but this is advertised as 100 strands of the same type of ribbon and waxed cord with the clasp and extender for $13.19, again for the 100 strands. And just like we saw with the other colorful cord, the colors could vary from bundle to bundle, so you may not get exactly the same mix of colors if you were to order this, but this is just one example of what you could receive. So many strands. Let me open up this one. And again, I'm loving how they have these packaged so they're not all tangled up. I don't want to have to untangle a wad of these things. And in fact, I'm going to put them back where I decide to organize these in a way so that they don't get tangled up, because that's so frustrating. But just like the black, you can see that it has the 3 strands of cotton cord and also the ribbon. You have the lobster claw clasp, which that one worked very well, and you can see it's closed completely. Sometimes lobster claws that are on the cheaper side don't always open properly or close all the way, but that one did. And there's a look at that. What a beautiful shade of blue that is. It's a really rich aqua. And you can also see there's a lime green, there's red, there's hot pink, and purple in this bundle. Online in the picture, I'm also seeing some yellow and possibly some black and possibly some pastel colors. It looks like I've gotten all these bright colors, which is fine. But like I said, just keep that in mind if you decide to order, that you may not get exactly the color combination that is pictured. And not only is it all of these, but it's a whole nother package of them. These all look to be the same colors. And that's why I'm not opening this one up, because it looks like it's all the same colors that were in bundle number 1 that we just took a look at. So based on everything we've seen so far, I mean, I would definitely recommend everything just based on my first impressions and first glances and feeling of all these products. And I have something else to share with you before we wrap it up that I think should be kind of interesting and will be a little bit different from something you may be expecting me to show you. All right, so here they are. So what are these? Well, I'm going to tell you what they are. I have 2 packs of 10 pieces each of this woven polyester felt-like cloth fabric. It says it is DIY polyester felt. It's strong and flexible, comes in vibrant colors, and it is non-woven. It's suitable for crafts such as felt, flowers, fruit slices, cookware, doll clothes. Innovative non-woven fabric, easy to cut, fold, glue, sew, and staple, even to paint and draw on. So these are 12 by 12 inch sizes, a foot by 1 foot, so quite large. They don't fit in the frame of my camera. And they have all different color mixes. So I got the red and yellow colors in this pack on the top, $7.69 for 10 of these sheets. And then on the bottom is the green and blue pack. It looks like the yellow one is out of stock at the moment. And they also had an 80 pack of smaller sheets of all different colors. And that's the one I was trying to get, but it was out of stock when I went to try to purchase that one. And this one for the 10 pieces of the green and blue, I believe is $6.59 today. So there's like a tiny difference in price between the two for whatever reason, but they're essentially the same thing. Let me go ahead and take these out so we can get a closer look and I can explain to you why I picked these out. And by the way, this is the first time I'm feeling these right now too. I wasn't actually sure what they felt like. I mean, I could kind of tell through the package, but why I picked these out is because they kind of reminded me of a product called Lacey's Stiff Stuff, which I haven't actually played around with. I've only seen it online. I'm not a bead embroiderer at this point, but it's always something that has intrigued me. And being that I get a lot of stones and different beads and things as well, I thought maybe, just maybe, this could be a product that could be used as a base for bead embroidery, because you can use a whole variety of different things from what I understand for the basis of bead embroidery. But this type of fabric, it looked like something that would easily let the needle glide through, which it definitely does look and feel that way. It's not as thick and fuzzy as felt, so it doesn't have all those little fuzzies, for lack of a better word. But they don't have any raised threads, like there's no extra nap to this fabric. It's almost paper-like, but it's like a cross between a thick cardstock paper and a fabric. So I'm thinking this might make a really nice base for bead embroidery projects. So I'm just throwing that out. Now, those of you who are bead embroiderers, I know there's a lot of you talented artists out there. You can let me know if you've used any of this type of product, or if you think based on what you see, you would recommend trying this for the basis of some type of bead embroidery project. I hope to do that someday. I'm going to have to start very small. With so much going on with the beaded jewelry, I dedicate so much time to that sometimes it's hard for me to take away from doing those types of things to learn a totally different type of skill. But I've always admired it. I think there's a lot of gorgeous bead embroidery out there, and it would be fun just to do some very small projects here and there. So I'm just separating these sheets so you can take a look at the different colors that they have. The green and blue pack obviously is what I'm going through right now at the bottom, and then at the top is that red and yellow, which also comes with some orange and some pink and some of this light peachy pink color. You have sort of this pinky red color and then more of a true red color here. So that's kind of the idea of the variety that you get. And then for the blue and green, you get from lime green shades to aquas to light blue and sky blue and denim blue and cobalt blue, emerald green, more of your teal green, and then it kind of repeats. There's like a minty green, like a Kelly green, so all different colors. And I know a lot of times you don't even see the basis for bead embroidery because you end up covering it up with some other type of fabric or medium on the back. But just taking a closer look at this light yellow, you can see it looks like you could bead all the way up to the edge of this and this fabric wouldn't fray and come apart, which I think is something that Lacey's advertises for their product as well. And it's not terribly thick, but it's not paper thin either, so I think it would be something that would hold its shape fairly well as you are trying to work with it. Just trying to focus on the edge there so you can see what I'm talking about. So yeah, as always, feel free to leave me a comment down below with regards to any of these products. I always love to hear from you and hear your thoughts and opinions and ideas on these types of things, maybe some out-of-the-box things that you would think of to do with these products. I'd love to hear about them, and I'm sure everyone else would too. I want to thank you all so much for being with me today, for checking out another round of Beebeecraft products. Don't forget, you can use that coupon code OPAL5 to save $5 off your purchase of $40 or more, and then they have the free international shipping on orders over $25, no matter where you are located. As usual, I will be back to share some of these products in the future, in future tutorials and finished jewelry updates to show you how they work in person, but it will take me time to get around to these things. If you're curious about other products I've picked out from them, I do have a playlist as well, and you can check out lots of other videos where I've shared all sorts of other products they carry up close. Their stock is just growing and growing, and I always like to just see what new items they've gotten in. And just final reminder about them, just make sure that you allow ample time for delivery, and I'm talking like 2 to 3 weeks, just in case. Just don't be surprised if it takes a little bit longer. It's not Amazon 2-day delivery or anything like that. It can take some time to get to you. If you enjoyed this video and checking out these products up close, I would love it if you would give this video a big thumbs up. That would mean a lot to me. And please subscribe while you're here, because I'd love for you to come back and check out more videos and beading content when I post it. Not only can you find the links to these products down below, but also the links to my social media handles. Feel free to follow along with me on those sites as well. And until next time, I hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your day, and I hope you're staying healthy and creative. Finally, as always, happy beading.